Take it all in, guys. Take it all in. Pain is the essence. Welcome back to another Daily Gaffer, guys. Not the quite frequent Gaffer, not the inconsistent Gaffer, but the Daily Gaffer. I'm your boy, Jess, aka Wrong and Strong, aka the Daily Gaffer, aka Continental Jess, because the Armchair Gaffer's Continental Corner, as of Tuesday gone, is back. So make sure if you like European football or anything else outside of the Premier League, tune in. What else do we have? I'm in a rush today, guys, because right after this, I'm going to be on a Never Foul live stream. But by the time this comes out, I would have been on the Never Foul live stream. So make sure you go and check those guys out because they're great. And I've actually got Cass from Never Foul on today. Going to give him a call in a sec because he is a big Man United fan. That is MUFC Cass. So he'll be helping me through some Man United news that I'm going through today. In the form of Harry Kane's proposed or possible move to Manchester United in the summertime when he'll have a year left on his Tottenham contract, and also the Manchester United takeover. It was a two-horse race between Sheik, I forget his name, Jassim, El Thani, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe, but apparently Finnish entrepreneur has entered the race as of today, so we're going to get into that. We may also touch on the England squad, England future, as they take on Italy today in the Stadio Armando Diego Maradona in Italy in their first Euro 2024 qualifier. Is that right? Seems so weird. Seems like we just had a World Cup and the Euros are right here. But before I continue, people, please, the machines are coming. If you've made it this far, then you obviously care about Armchair Gaffers and you want us to succeed. So please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications. Please. The machines, the algorithms are working against us. Help us. Talking about help, let me hit up Cass and let's go through today's news. I'm in a mad rush because in like 15 minutes I got to jump on their live stream, so I'm going to try and get this done. I'm not going to stream from here, I'm going to stream from home, so I need to get there. And yeah, guys, please just bear with me. Calling Cass right now. We're going to go through some Man United stuff. Hopefully he's not a football terrorist today.
Yo.
Brother Cass, what's going on?
Not much. Experiencing Ramadan, isn't it?
How's that going?
Very good, alhamdulillah. Very good. Can't complain.
Alhamdulillah. I'm not actually a Muslim, but I grew up around a very Muslim-y people. So, I have some Muslim customs. What is it when you break your fast? It's called something Eid and Futio? I don't know. I need to learn some more.
Breaking Iftar?
I don't know. Yeah, all that. But good luck with that this evening, brother. 6:20, right?
6:20.
Is that the time?
Yeah, roughly around then. For me, it's 6:24.
Okay, damn. I didn't know you went that deep.
Yeah.
Brother, you are on the Daily Gaffer with your boy, the Daily Gaffer, aka Continental, just aka Wrong and Strong, aka the Quite Frequent Gaffer. Today, I've called you because we're going to discuss some Manchester United news. You up for that?
Of course.
Cool. I want to start with, there's been breaking news, apparently, that a third bidder has entered the race. Have you heard about this?
Oh, yeah, the guy from Finland.
That's right.
What a joke, man.
Yeah,
what a joke, man.
The article on the BBC says that Finnish entrepreneur Thomas Ziliakos says he has submitted a bid to buy Manchester United. So Ziliakos wants to buy half of the club, with the purchasing of the other half by fans who will be involved in the club's decision-making process. How do you feel about this, brother?
It's stupid as I'm not even allowed to swear, so it's stupid. No, I'm not allowed to swear, man.
Oh, you're not allowed to swear. Yes, I forget.
No, but it's just stupid. Where do you think the fans are going to put in 3 billion? It's a joke. So it's like he's done this for the banner of it, because he just wants his, maybe he wants his business put out there next to Man United so he gets more recognition.
What is his business? Do you know?
I have no idea. I haven't really read into him, but all I know, it's not enough.
Yeah, because I know you are very for the Sheik Jassim bid, aren't you, as opposed to the Jim Ratcliffe bid?
Yeah, Qatar's all day.
Can you elaborate from armchair gaffers why you prefer the Sheikh as opposed to the Sir?
Because it's the only bidder that makes us go debt free. Only. We need money now. And also in the future, we're gonna need something that's stable, isn't it? It's a bit like people in this world. They want women or men or them to be financially stable in a relationship. That's what we need, Man United fans. We've been in debt for so long. We want literally to be debt free. Sir Jim Ratcliffe doesn't provide that. It will be debt upon debt, and actually even more debt. So there you go.
Now the Glazers took over in 2003. I don't know, when was it?
2005.
2005, and I know that they purchased Manchester United using an LBO, leveraged buyout. So they used the value of the club as a way to get a loan, which they leveraged against the club. So they didn't use any of their own money. Okay. However, in that time, Manchester United have been spending money. Debt or no debt, they've been spending money. So I don't understand how the club's debt. I'm not saying that it doesn't affect the running of the club and the purchasing, but can you elaborate on how having debt at the club has held you back?
Well, it's limited loads of things, like what we can do even in the transfer market. Like you think the 100 million or the 200 million Man United can spend, right? It's holding us back. Like the size of Manchester United, with the revenues and everything, you could be spending 400 million and even more than that. So you're holding back the club on that process, but not even just a money thing. Man United always been self-sufficient. It can run itself. But with the owners, where they've neglected so many areas, not just the stadium, the facilities over the years, it's more than that. It's about the competent board to actually spend the money correctly, to dominate. And they just never had that ambition. As long as there's been a massive sponsorship, that can pay their way, it's been fine for them. Get top four, okay. It sounds a bit like Tottenham and Daniel Levy. Except Daniel Levy actually runs a good business. They never run a good business. They never put a penny into the club. Like this summer, we had to fork out somewhere 1.5 million to go get Vegas on loan. Why couldn't since we're in such debt, why couldn't they not fork any money out of their own pocket to make sure that we get a proper striker, so we can go on and potentially do something in the league and in obviously other areas where clearly we've held back. It's been like this for a long time. Don't get me wrong, Man United spend. Remember, we spent our own money that we've generated. And a lot of the time, it's not just that. If that money that he spent, the Glazers take and put that on towards debt if need be. That's why we are owing about 300 million in debt currently in transfers. And then the other 500 to 600 million in debt to the bank.
Okay, I'm with you. You make some good points there. Now, my point of view is as a non-Manchester United fan. Now, the way I see it is, although you've had debt, you've spent big on players like Lukaku, on players most recently like Carlos Casemiro, on Paul Pogba, on Jadon Sancho, on Anthony. Fred was a big purchase as well in his time. Marcus Rojo, Angel Di Maria, Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw at the time.
The big names.
Wan-Bissaka. These were players that were over 35 and 50 million pounds. Like I think the cheapest one may have been Luke Shaw, around about 30 something million, but Wan-Bissaka and the rest were all over 50 million, maybe not Marcus Rojo. So you spent money on one hand. And my other point I want to ask you about is when you talk about having money to spend, I feel, again, from a non-Manchester United point of view, looking into the club, that your scouting is extremely bad.
Atrocious.
It's atrocious. So, I was just going to say, so don't you think it's not so much a matter of having money to spend, but a matter of spending it correctly? Now, if you look at your contemporaries, such as Arsenal, who have spent between Gabriel Martinelli and Saka and Gabriel Jesus, I think it totals 51 million between all three players. Whereas you guys spend that more than that on someone who hasn't hit the ground running in Jadon Sancho. So don't you think that's just a lack of actually finding out what the club needs?
As I said, man, the club ain't really had an issue in spending the money. It's the time zones or frames that they've spent the money in. Lukaku comes one season, Pogba comes another season, Sancho in another season. Like it's all like sometimes you might need both them players at the same time to build something. Well, it's not even that. You're overspending. You got an outdated, scouting market that, or scouting team, should I say, that is providing players from databases 4 years ago because it's so incompetent and whatnot. That all comes down to the board at the end of the day. Like when you bought Pogba, you sold him a dream that the team was going to be built probably around him.
If you allow me to interject real quickly, I was thinking a few days ago that even under Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United scouting network wasn't that great. It may or may not have been, but the way I saw it, he was blessed with the class of 95, whatever it was. 92, sorry. And then after that, I felt like Manchester United had the Bayern Munich approach, and that was to buy from your rivals. So if you look at players such as Rio Ferdinand, Alan Smith, Cantona, Michael Carrick.
But that's how it used to be back then.
Yeah, and then
we had no choice. It's only until probably Wenger came in and started going into the French market and dipping in, where it's like, oh. Damn,
exactly, and not only that. On top
but
of
there
that,
was rules behind that as well. There was rules behind it. You was only allowed 3 players from other country.
What I want to say is, as soon as players in the league had another option that wasn't Manchester United, okay, I feel like that's when the wheels started to fall off gradually, and it was a long time coming. Even Wayne Rooney was from, and Carlos Tevez from within the league. Once players had more options, you got Arsenal, you got Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, even Tottenham. Once that happened, the deficiencies in your scouting network were really put into stark contrast, and we see the result now, just a poor scouting network and a disjointed squad. So don't you think it's not really the money being spent and how much is available to spend, but where you spend it? Another example is that you guys decided to not sign Gabriel Martinelli after having him on trial.
Yeah, there's loads of different things. The whole trial thing is, you can put that down to loads of different situations, loads of clubs. Sometimes you just miss stuff. Alex Ferguson didn't need superstars to win the league. We still won the league after 2008 Tevez. It was only until that was our last run-in, really, or Glazers. There was still people still saying Glaze up when we won the Champions League. How about that? People don't know that. So, and then we replaced Ronaldo with Gabriel Obertan of Valencia. It's criminal stuff like that within it. That the scouting system probably it probably was good at the time. Like Ferguson still won the league. It's still Paul Van Persie. Man United's call's never been an issue. If Ferguson keep calling, you're pretty much going to come regardless. Like it's that simple. It's just that obviously after he left, all the cracks started forming. But it was even a time in 2012 where Wayne Rooney got fed up and started, demanding.
I remember. I can remember his agent Stretford was going back and forth demanding more money. I remember that vividly.
Because he was questioning the ambition of Man United in 2011-12 or 2012, saying you're basically getting garbage players. But what's going on?
Yeah, I recall that. Cool. We won't dwell on United for too much longer because we've only got another 10 minutes to go. I want to touch on United still, but I want to go from United to England. But before we go there, the bridge is going to be Harry Kane. Now, you guys are in for a striker this summer, I'm assuming. Is that right?
Yeah, of course. One of the priorities.
Yeah, the two names I'm hearing the most are Harry Kane and Victor Osimhen. Which one of the two, as a United fan, would you prefer?
Depends on it depends on the price for me, because if I had my choice, I believe Victor Osimhen's going to cost more anyways. But I'm taking Victor Osimhen all day long. There's no question about it, because that guy's going to give you a good you can put that guy down for 6 years. He provides something that most number 9s can't. But I'm never going to say no to Harry Kane if he's available. Harry Kane doesn't rely on pace,
Do you believe Harry Kane can deliver the league for you for the next 3 years?
Yeah. It'll be like Robert. Well, you know what it is? Most teams are in transition at the moment, innit? Bar Arsenal. Like Arsenal, you could even say Arsenal are still in a tight position in transition. They're just above the rest because the squad is not even complete. Correct? So you still need a stronger bench. You know what I mean? You need a squad to really be on that. So Arsenal pretty much there. Whereas Man City probably need to address a few more positions. Pep Guardiola figuring out systems and this, that. They need to start the defence. They got, over-aging players in De Bruyne. He's still capable, but then there's Gundogan and Bernardo Silva potentially leaving this summer. Mahrez finally picking up some form. But Pep Guardiola probably can't afford to have Mahrez have that sort of form in the start of the season again. like things like that. So he's going to be picking up on a few positions that he's going to be demanding, especially left back and maybe right back. And Laporte also leaving, so maybe another centre back, which won't be an issue for them. They'll always be in a running for the league currently. When I think about everything else, Chelsea should do something, but I think it might take some time for Chelsea to get anywhere, if I'm being totally honest. But they should be competing. But where Man United's at, I feel, it's not a lot of positions to really fill currently in the first 11, which for me is definitely probably the spine in goalkeeper, centre mid, and striker. So I don't think Harry Kane can deliver us the league without filling all those other positions. There's too much still needed to really go and push, because all the teams are going to get stronger next season. That's just my honest opinion. So, but Harry Kane would definitely add to that. It just depends who you get on top of that.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. We're going to leave that topic right there and move on very swiftly onto England. England play Italy tonight. Italy have got this new striker, and I forget his name. I should have got the notes up. He's Argentine.
Who's this for?
Italy. There's an Argentine that Mancini has essentially scouted, naturalized overnight, and he is meant to be the someone in the comments, please find out his name. But do you think England qualify for the Euros easily?
His name is what? I think his name is Matteo Allegri.
Something like that. It escapes me. Two things. So, do England qualify for the Euros easily? And if they do qualify, what do you expect them to do or achieve under Gareth Southgate?
Obviously England always go through, but I don't expect much in the Euro. I expect probably England to get to the semi-finals and bottle it.
Oh yeah,
I'll be honest. I don't think we're winning anything. We're not winning anything under Southgate.
He did
but
say,
I'll enjoy the occasion. I'll probably get hopeful.
Yeah,
I'll probably get let down.
That there's no reason why he wouldn't extend his contract after 2024 if England were to.
No, he needs to go. He needs to go.
Okay, cool. I mean, I don't want to draw too much.
He's holding back. He's holding back the golden generation currently at the moment. We've got too many ballers up and coming.
Okay.
Imagine if he's done well. He's done well. Don't get me wrong. He has done well to get to a final. But then is he thinking, if we had probably somebody that's a bit more capable, clued up, we probably won the Euros, and then we probably would have we'd have definitely beat France. We would 100% beat that France. They only beat us 2-1. We missed the penalty back and everything. You only have to play the correct team. You're playing Jordan Henderson to come Kyle Walker for flipping Mbappe. That's criminal.
Yeah,
criminal.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had one more thing. Cool. In an ideal world, imagine every manager is available. Who would you have managing England?
Currently, I like the idea of the national team being obviously coached by a nationalist.
Okay, no,
a nationalist.
Yeah.
So I don't want no Thomas Tuchel, none of that crap. And that's not, and then maybe that is a bit. What do they call it? What's that word called? I can't remember. Patriotic, that's the word.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm looking at towards in a couple of years, maybe next year, maybe go tempt Eddie Howe. I think I don't know how great Steven Gerrard might be or Wayne Rooney will be in a year, but I don't think they'll be the right fit. But I think Eddie Howe can definitely would be my choice.
Yeah,
because I think he looks like he's got good man management, which I think in England that's the main thing you need for the players. Is someone that can handle, the egos and just get along with everybody.
Yeah, me personally, I don't believe that the national team manager has to be very good, and I think that's why.
No, I don't think so. But then you need experience in management. Like when the time comes, man management goes out the door.
Yeah.
You need to know how to win that pitch. The way Eddie Howe likes to play with pressing on the front foot kind of situation, and then sit back if you need to and waste time. That works in international football massively.
100%. Okay, cool. And one more thing before I go. No, I'm going to leave it there because I need to get back because we're doing a live stream in 25 minutes?
Something like that, half hour.
Yes, I need to get back home and do this. So I'm going to end it here, bro. Thank you so much for joining on this disjointed and very brief Daily Gaffer. When are you coming back down to the studio for a proper show?
Not sure yet. I've got
typical. Never mind. It's okay. Bougie.
I've got DR Media
You've been
tomorrow.
on
innit?
DR Media now. You've been on that Goldbridge show. Like you're too big time, Cass. You're too big time. I can't deal with people like you.
Nah.
Listen, I'm gonna go. I'll see you very shortly on the live stream. Okay.
Alright,
Peace out. Bye. Guys, that was MUFC Cass from Never a Foul. Very, very good YouTube channel. They cover all the teams in the league, from right at the bottom of the league, like Chelsea, to right at the top of the league, Arsenal, of course. That was it. Oh Lord, guys, sorry for today's show. Life is lifing. We were this close today to not doing this, but you know, I have to find a way. I'm gonna get a little car thingy and just do these in my car occasionally, because we have to keep this going. We have to fight against the algorithms, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you've made it this far, please, if you've made it this far and you haven't hit the like button, that is crazy. If press the button. It's free. It looks like this. It's at the bottom of the screen. Press that, and you know, if you're feeling fancy, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And make sure you check out our weekly pod, which is out every single Monday, come rain, sleet or snow. Check out our Continental Corner, which is back. It's out on a Tuesday via live stream. There's something else I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. I'll give me another week or so and I'll say it. Oh, and also tonight, I've got an interview I done with Jacob Hawley, comedian and Arsenal fan. It's great. We talk Arsenal mainly, but we also talk football. You know, so yeah. So this is gonna come out like around about 6, hopefully, and then I'll put that out like 8:30, 9 after the England game. 2 drops in one day. Why not, guys? You've been great as usual, and I will see you on the other side. Peace.